What do all these movies have in common? Baby Driver, Shaun of the Dead, Last Night in Soho, Hot Fuzz, The World's End, and Scott Pilgrim. These movies are what director Edgar Wright is mostly known for. Now, everyone had a different entry point in Wright's filmography, and I mean, you really can't go wrong. I don't think Wright has made a bad film, and his upcoming movie with Glenn Powell seems to follow tradition. Now, my introduction to his filmography was Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, I adore Scott Pilgrim. I think it's by far the best Edgar Wright film. It's his most stylistic, his most creative, his funniest.
Is Scott here?
You know what? He just left.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
And honestly, it feels like his true masterpiece. Now yes, I am aware a lot will disagree and will put out the Hot Fuzz card or Baby Driver, but again, this is just my opinion. Adapting Brian Lee's O'Malley graphic novel into a big budget mainstream movie could have gone AWire very quick. The story of a 28-year-old...
I'm 22.
22-year-old kid living in Toronto, Canada, as he tries to fight off a league of evil ex-boyfriends to date the girl of his dream, is a bizarre mix of romance, comedy, video games, aesthetic, and action. Now, these are all very conflicting tones to juggle, but my goat Edgar Wright manages to do it with his direction and his aura. At its core, Scott Pilgrim is an absurd love story. The idea alone might seem ridiculous, but it's also a perfect reflection of the quirky, self-aware humor in the source material. Now, I got introduced to Scott Pilgrim back in my middle school days, and I didn't read the source material until my freshman year of high school. And from what I remember, yeah, the movie did do a pretty good job at faithfully adapting the comics. The film's visual aesthetic is one of its many standouts. Wright uses vibrant comic book inspired graphics that bring O'Malley's drawing to life in a way that feels tangible.
What are you doing? Getting a life.
And the elements don't feel gimmicky, but rather integral to the film's visual language. Another reason this movie is great, it's due to the ensemble cast. Michael Cera is so well cast in this film, and yeah, back then he was going on the string of roles, kind of playing the same character, but he's able to capture the awkward charm and oblivious selfishness of his character perfectly, balancing the line between being likable and deeply flawed. I mean, it's not just him. Everyone locked the fuck in for this film. The caliber of actors this movie had is nuts. I mean, yeah, granted they were B-tier actors back then, but I think my personal favorite thing from this film might be the editing. The pacing of Scott Pilgrim is so rhythmically precise, it's like watching visual music. You know how people always bring up Aaron Sorkin's writing in The Social Network? How the dialogue has this tempo to it, almost like being scored with every line landing like a drum beat?
Here's my question. How do you distinguish yourself in a population of people who all got 1600 on their SATs?
I didn't know they take SATs in China.
They don't. I wasn't talking about China anymore. I was talking about me.
You got a 1600?
Yes, I could sing in an a cappella group, but I can't
Does that
sing.
mean you actually got nothing
I
wrong?
could row crew or invent a $25 PC.
Or you get into a final club?
Or I get into a final club.
Yeah, that's exactly what Edgar Wright and editor Jonathan Amos pull off here. Every transition, every whip pan, every little graphic overlay, it's all timed so perfectly.
Wow, girl number.
See you at the show, Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, hey, it's tonight. At the.
If I say yes, will you sign for your damn package?
So, yeah, 8 o'clock? Sorry, what are we doing? I told you like 50 times.
You know me.
Who are you texting?
17 years old, scandal.
That's not true. Who told you?
Wallace, duh.
That gossipy bitch.
You know me.
Wallace!
And I mean, of course, you can't talk about Scott Pilgrim without the music. The soundtrack goes so hard. The original Sax Bomb songs, all written by Beck, go way harder than they have any right to. They're scrappy, messy, loud, and somehow super catchy.
As far as we can, I'll be your garbage man. I'll take out your junk.
Whether it's a fight scene or just Scott walking down the street, the music, it's there. It's part of the movie's DNA. But I'm still pissed that we don't have a full version for this song. And yeah, Scott Pilgrim is one of my favorite films of all time. I don't want to yap too much because I only have a few things I want to say about it. It blows my mind that this movie failed when it first released, but I'm happy to know that it's grown a massive loyal fan base, and I'm just really happy this movie got its recognition all these years later.